Hello, I'm David Marsden from the Evening Standard. So a couple of weeks back, we held the SME Expo at Excel London. You may have heard us mention it a couple of times, and it was great. Thousands of people came and listened to entrepreneurs like Levi Roots, Deborah Meaden, Charlie Mullins. There was a lot of good advice and inspiring talk, and plenty of selfies with the speakers. I'm not sure Levi ever made it home. We also recorded this live edition of How to Be a CEO with chart-busting musician Krept and Sasha Ellese, who are also the founders of Nala's Baby, which specializes in skincare for the very young. So this was Tuesday, 25th of April, 2023, and what a business success story they have. I'm joined today by Krept and Sasha Ellese, the founders of Nala's Baby. It launched in June last year. Within 2 months, it was valued at more than £17 million, and its first product launch, you get a round of applause for that. But it gets better. Its first product launch sold out at Boots in 10 minutes. Is that right?
Yeah.
How fast did you sell out the O2, Krept?
Not in that long. Not that quick.
Because he does that too. Anyway, theirs is an extraordinary story, and only they can tell it. So please welcome Krept and Sasha.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Tell me about that moment. So clearly you get this product, you put it out on the shelves, you must have been nervous. Are people going to buy it? I mean, like, when did you find out it is all sold out?
The moment we started getting harassed by people saying we can't get no products, we go taking pictures, they're tagging us like, where's the products? It's all gone. Can we get more? We need more stock. And we're like, we didn't expect this, so we have to get the stock to Boots. Then they got to get it to So it's like a long process, and then we was just stressed out. But it was obviously a good.
Well, yeah, I mean, was it a good moment for you, or did you suddenly get hit with all of this pressure? I mean, man, what are we going to do with where's all the stock? Because obviously people are asking you about it. Does that become a nightmare?
It was. It was definitely unexpected. I think when we first launched, we were definitely nervous about how everyone was going to react to it. Like, we knew the hard work that we had put in to the brand, but we didn't really know how it would be perceived. So it was incredible that we had that reaction. I mean, it caused quite a lot of internal struggles, but it was.
I think there's a story in there.
No, internally we was scrambling, but to the public it was like, we just got to keep this, professional, and but we were stressed. It's like, we need to get more product. Boots was, placing more orders because they didn't even expect that.
No.
So, they have like a base like rate of sale that they expect based on, other brands that have launched. So they was like, okay, this is what we're expecting you guys to do. And then I think we was doing like 10 times more than that, and they just didn't expect that. So then they hit them by shock as well.
Yeah.
They basically told us that we had the second highest most failed to clicks. Basically, failed to click means when you go on Boots' website and try to order a product, but it's not. You can't put it in the basket because it says it's sold out.
Yeah.
They said we had the second most failed to click throughs after the Dyson hairdryer. I think it was like.
Which was crazy.
Yeah, which was crazy. They couldn't believe what was happening, or we couldn't believe what was happening, and the reaction, and people actually going out their way to support and buy the products. That's the bit you can't plan. You can plan everything else.
But Sasha, did you have confidence in it when it launched? Were you like, yeah, this is going to hit?
1,000...
I mean, clearly not like that, but yeah.
Yeah, I think just knowing what we wanted for the brand, like, we made sure we spent over 2 years developing our products and making sure that our ingredients were the cleanest, the most natural, taking into account Think Dirty, which is the largest product ingredient rating app out there. Just making sure that our entire range was a 0, it was squeaky clean, and there was nothing that could backfire. So we knew that we had a good product. It was just, okay, is our reach far enough, basically, for this to really be a hit. So I wasn't worried about the product. It was just, okay, how are we going to reach the masses?
Yeah, and you got to think about it, like, when it comes to babies, Like, we care so much about our kids and babies and toddlers and what we're going to put on their skin. So
No, it didn't occur to us, but people told us to.
yeah.
So many people told us to, but it was just like 100% definitely not.
People was like, are you sure? Like, you want to sell it at this price? Like, you know the ingredients you have in there, you should be able to sell it for. And we was like, no. We even tried to do it lower than what it is now, but then it wouldn't have been feasible. So we had to, like, there's like a middle ground you have to reach. But then even the price that we have it now, people was like, go online, people are selling these kind of products for like 15, 20 pounds. There's one here for 50 pounds. Why are you lot selling it for 5 pounds 50? And it was like a lot of, but we was just like, no, this is the we want to stick to the values. We want to make sure we can make a product that is as accessible as possible to people that want to go and buy clean products, because everything that's good for you is always so expensive, like, and I just think, why is this the case? Like, why is everything that's good for you so expensive? So we just wanted to kind of and we realized that it's just some people just would rather the profit, and for us it was more about creating something that is going to change the game and change and force other people's hands to then start. Now you guys have to do clean products and make it as accessible as possible and kind of disrupt the market as well.
Are you seeing that? Have you disrupted the market? Are people bringing out new ranges, lower price ranges yet? Is it getting a bit more competitive out there for you?
Definitely.
Yeah, there's so much funny stuff behind the scenes that happens. And you
can tell that we'll keep it a secret.
No, there is like, there's a lot of people that are just very competitive and, complaining, saying, they're making us look bad. Like, tell them to stop talking about how clean their score is and things like that. And they're just like, this is just the brand that we've made, so it is what it is, kind of thing. And once you make something that you're proud of and that you've made a great product, and if that affects everybody else that's out there that's making products that are not clean, then that's up to you. Do you know what I mean? And that's why we made the product, because of you guys. Do you know what I mean? So
whose idea was it then? Who said we should do a business out of this? Was it you? Was it Sasha?
Sasha, I think.
Yeah.
It was Sasha was in the kitchen whipping up shea butter like this every day, and I was like, Sash, what's going on? She was whipping up shea butter, like making. She's like, try this, and she's got some concoction in there, because I have eczema as well. So she would make stuff for me, and she was just So and then obviously when Sasha got pregnant, it was like
a no-brainer.
And she showed me about the app Think Dirty.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, so she showed me about the app Think Dirty, and then she was like, we need to do our own one. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, then where?
Cass was the brains.
Where like actually making it happen? It was like, all right, sick idea, but baby skincare.
Yeah.
I'm about to go on stage and perform What do you mean baby skincare? No, but then it was just like, then it was like literally sitting down and, utilizing, everything that, all the relationships we've built up over the years of doing music and stuff. And then, you met so much great people, and then just getting those people together and kind of sitting down and actually making it happen and doing it properly. Because we didn't want to be, whipping up, got Sasha in the kitchen, whipping up hundreds of bottles. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to do it properly and actually, get the best of the best. Great manufacturer, great products, and great lab to develop a great, and then all the testing and all the checklists that we wanted to get and all the certifications that we wanted to achieve. So, that's why it took us 2 years to actually bring it out. So.
Sasha, you're still whipping it up in the kitchen. Is that where it's come from? Straight from the kitchen to boots. Is that what's happening?
Basically, that's what's happening.
Let's go to the ads. For more highlights of this year's show, go to smexpo.co.uk. If you didn't make it this year, maybe you can go to the next one. We're back with more from Krept and Sasha Ellese after this.
One thing we could talk about actually is your life as a musician and how that affects business, because musicians, and people don't realize this, are very much business people, aren't they? Did you go, I've got the experience, I've got the contacts, I can make this happen?
No, it wasn't. With music, I find that a lot of people are more creative, but I've always been someone that I've always been driven to do business, and I feel like I'm a businessman that raps. I don't feel like I'm a rapper that does business, if that makes sense. Rap just happened first. But yeah, I would say I feel like I'm able to balance it because I feel like I'm really good with time management. Would you say?
100%.
Yeah, like I'm really good at time management because it's like I've got to do music, I've got, multiple businesses, and then we've got Nala, who's, then I've got to focus and be a dad. But because I'm so good at time management and managing my time, I feel like it's never hindered. You would never feel that, for example, I've had to prioritize music over the business. I've always been available. I'm always available. I respond as quick as anyone would, and I feel like time management is really important when you're someone that's doing multiple things. Just waking up early is just the first step, and you wake up late, half your day's gone, productivity's so it's just little things like that. I feel like my time management is like definitely a driving force into how I'm able to do.
But you're wrecking the image of the music industry. You're all supposed to be getting up at 3 p.m. and going out all night. Isn't that the whole plan? I guess that's probably not been happening for a while, and maybe Nala's to blame for that too.
Yeah, no, definitely shorter sleeps.
But what was it easy? Were there obstacles? What were the hardest things you had to face going through this?
Do you know what? I think because we've done so much preparation and we took our time to do it, it was like there was less obstacles that we had to face because of all of that preparation. And I feel like that I learned that from, doing other things that didn't work as well and trying other things, and all the stuff that I learned personally, I was able to apply it to this and say, all right, we need to plan this better. Like we had a plan for, I think,
2 years. We had a 2-year.
Yeah, like a 2-year plan.
Rollout
plan like for every single day. So this is what we're going to do a month prior. So we're going to announce it this and this day. This we're going to do this day. And we had a plan for every day. So on this day we're going to put this out. On this day we're going to put that out. And that for, I'd say like 2-3 months, we had like a every single day-to-day plan. And being able to do that, it takes time and preparation. And I think that did safeguard us a lot. But then obviously I would say
a lot of our obstacles have came now. Like in our first year, like they call it teething problems, don't they? Like your first year of launching. We've had a lot of obstacles that we've tried to just shift and change and move around. But I would say before launching, I wouldn't really say we had many obstacles. Not that I can remember.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. Yeah, no, there wasn't like any, because of the preparation. I'd say the obstacles weren't. But then as you go into business and you launch business, we speak to a lot of people and we get advice from a lot of people, and then you might realize, hold on a second, after speaking to someone, you can probably get better margins if you do this, or you can improve something by doing this. And then it's just those kind of things that we've learned and kind of had to jump over those obstacles or things like that. But I'm trying to think of like where there was a problem where we was just like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? But
I think there'd be a lot of people in the audience with businesses going, what? No, a lot of these people have asked, what am I going to do?
No, because of the preparation. That's why I'm really like, stressing how important it is to prepare something. Like, like we had the opportunity to launch the business probably a year in, I think. We had the opportunity to, but, that would have been us settling with, where we got the formulation to. But we was like, no. We need to get the best, and even if that means we launch next year, then we'll launch next year. But we prepared as much as we could before we said, okay, this is when we're going to launch.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot because you're dying to get your business out there. So sometimes you might rush things, you might skip the process, or you might not do things to 100% satisfactory level that you're happy with. But for us, it was no, we need to be 100% on every single aspect. The branding, we need to be happy. We need to look at this bottle and we need to be like, yeah, this looks amazing. The formula, amazing. Marketing, how are we going to get people's attention? What do we need? What are our unique selling points? Okay, how do we improve our unique selling points? All right, we're going to add this on there. We're going to add augmented reality on the bottles and make it. And we was just like, we're preparing for this to just not fail. That was like so the preparation, I would say, that went into it really, really saved us a lot of major hurdles and so that's what I would say.
So I think we've got a little bit of time to throw a couple of questions out to the... Wow, we're going to have to limit this a little bit.
Hello. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi. My name's Natalie. So I own a company called March Muses with my business partner, Alison. And we create Christmas decorations of colour. So black angels, black Santa, black choir boys, all for Christmas. And your story really resonates with us so much. We've been watching your journey a lot. My question to you, and I know, Sasha, you kind of touched on it a little bit, when you said that you had a great product, but it was about reach. How do we get it out there? How do we tell people about this product? So what was that marketing plan? What was it? Was it based on like getting it to all like your friends who have like a following for them to share it? Did you have a plan with Boots in how they were going to roll it out so that, it was on TV or on radio or on like Facebook ads? Like, what was that journey?
So a lot of our marketing, of course, we both have a network of people with a high reach, so that definitely played a role and a part. But we invested heavily in marketing, and luckily we had investment to kind of back that. But we went on, so we did influencer ads, we did billboards, we went on radio, we had TV ads. What else? Newspaper, PR, press. We made use of all the natural PR and press that would come our way as well. Didn't really turn anything down. We was just like, yep, we're doing everything and anything.
To add on to it, so that people understand in terms of how we was able to get that, because I know that's not just accessible to everyone. You can't just go and do this, that, and the fourth. But it was like there was a point where when we got to the finish line of the business, and we was like, all right, we want to get this brand out there as much as possible. This might be a little bit bigger than us just doing this, with and putting our budget in there and doing that. We need to actually go as big as possible, and that's when we started doing an angel investment round and going and pitching the business to many different people. Like, we would meet people, we had a presentation, and we just we wasn't scared to go up to people and say, look, we have this business idea, this is what we're doing, can we pitch it to you for you to invest? And we done that. How many times did we do that? We spent like a couple months just pitching
probably to like 200
pitching. Yeah, like to about 200-300 people.
Yeah.
Like that, we put every little bit aside and was just like, we're gonna pitch and keep pitching this brand until we can get enough investment to then do those things for marketing, because that as well was like, the mindset that we had was like, this is a lot bigger than us just posting this on our socials and saying, support the brand, because this is a whole different audience. This is parents. Like, a person isn't gonna buy your product because I rap good on a beat. Like, I'm not gonna buy your product.
If anything, that was a hindrance.
And if anything, it was like, I'm gonna buy some skincare off this rapper guy. No chance. But it was like, that was another, a big deal. We know that people need to actually trust, and so we worked extra harder on the product to make sure that the product was great, and then we worked extra harder to prove to people and show people about all of our unique selling points and why this product is so great. And then the only thing you can't predict is natural reactions that people have to your brand. So our last thing was, we hope they like it. and that's the final thing that you can't fake. That you can prepare all you want, but do they like it? And that's it. And you know, when we did release it and launch it, people loved the brand, and you know, we had so much testimonials and parents that was just like, oh my god, this product is amazing. We've done this to my baby's skin. I haven't felt like a baby in 2 years. Like, and all of these positive like reviews and that is the actual main thing of why the brand then became successful, because people started saying, oh, it actually is good. He's not just an influencer and a rapper just teaming up and, you know, putting out a brand. It wasn't. And then people realized the story. Why did we do it? It was because of our daughter. So it came from a genuine place. It was a genuine brand. We didn't just make the brand because of, oh yes, this is a business. We just want to do a business and a brand, and it was way more personal to us. And yeah, that is why we made such a great product. And then we just wasn't scared to go and pitch it, because we believed in it. And if you got something great, don't be afraid to go to someone and say, "Are you know, do you do investments?" "Yeah, I do." "Okay, can I send you a deck of? Can I present this to you?" "Okay, yeah, why not?" We've done that to so many people, and I'm pitching to my own friends that are looking at me crazy. Like, I'm trying to say, trust me, you need to invest in. She had family members that have invested. Like, we didn't feel a way to, and I would say that, like, don't feel any, you know, shame, or don't feel scared or intimidated to go do a deck, sit down. Why should they invest in my brand? And yeah, so that was just to elaborate on, because I know you're probably thinking, that doesn't help, saying billboards and TV. How am I going to do it?
Right, we've got time for just one more question. It's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Of course. My name is Phoebe. I'm a founder of a company called Krept, and my question for both of you is, what's been the most valuable lesson that you've learned going into the beauty industry? And secondly, if you're investing, can I send you my pitch deck?
See, I knew that was coming. I knew.
But you can't be afraid to do that. Do you know what I mean?
So it's not related to beauty, but I definitely think the most valuable thing that has happened is the advice, all the different advice that we've had from people. And I mean, sometimes you can hear, it might feel like it's too much, but you can never be advised too much. I think had we had not been in lockdown when we first started Nala's, there's a few things that maybe could have been avoided if we had the opportunity to connect more with people and to have that advice and to speak more, and, you know, to be in those rooms. And even now, I just think the advice that we get from people, and it just comes, it does come along the way as well as you meet people and stuff, but the advice has been like so important.
Yeah, like if we wouldn't have had our business here today if we was afraid to just speak to people and ask questions, even if you don't know them, even if it might not be the answer you want to hear. But if we didn't do that, if we didn't ask, okay, is this right? Should we do this? What do you think? What's your opinion? Could I take 5 minutes of your time? This is the problem I'm having right now. What would be your advice on that? Doing stuff like that, like, is literally what was, you know, the reason why we was able to even do half of the stuff that we're able to do and make the right decisions, because we wasn't afraid to do that. So yeah, like, even though, you know, we wasn't beauty experts, for example, or all it took was us actually sitting down and researching every single ingredient, everything that was out there. Like, we done so much research, and as well, like, you need to, you know, almost be a master at your craft. You know what I mean? Like, as I was saying earlier, we could have released the product about a year prior, but we wasn't there yet. We still had so much more research and development that we needed to do. And, you know, we were sitting down in lockdown reading about the most randomest ingredients that you would ever think of. And, you know, our manufacturer came back and said, oh, you know, we can't get it to this 99% natural and hit this because you need a foaming agent to make your product foam, and that can't be a natural ingredient. We was like, hold that thought, went back, done research. It was like, no, we found a product, we found a natural plant called the Quilija plant, and it's a natural foaming agent. What are you saying now? And it was just like, okay, cool. And then they went back and said, oh yeah, we got it to 99%. And it was a proper
Yeah, Krept, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but there are people screaming at me that we've run way over time.
No, sorry, you should have told me. You should just shut up.
No, it's all right. I can't do that. I'd be rude. Ladies and gentlemen, Krept and Sasha.
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
That was Krept and Sasha Ellese, founders of Nala's Baby. For more interviews, news, and analysis, go to standard.co.uk/business. How to Be a CEO is back next Monday. We'd love to see you then.